Oh, this would have been a good one for the badge game last week.
Oh yeah,
The
the
Spohn.
Spohn. Ravensburg. I would have been like, I guess it's a Spohn from Ravensburg, whatever the fuck that is.
This is the Brothers Card Watch Bar. You will subscribe.
All right, here we are, Patty. Episode 16. Can you believe it? We're back again.
No, I can't, if I'm honest with you. But here we are, number 16.
Here we are, still doing it. Love song for no one out there.
That's a Mayor reference.
It is. That's a deep cut for those out there that are still paying attention to the Mayor references. So this isn't much of a news story, but we can hear some sick 992 rally sounds. This thing is wider than the track that it's on.
Yeah. It barely fits.
I mean, this is dangerous.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
I don't know who's got the gall to muscle this thing around there, but God bless him.
So,
Exactly how I drive my Honda and my Porsche, this guy says.
well, that guy's a liar. But I wonder if they started with the 3RS or just GT3. I mean, it looks like a 3RS wing, I guess. Or maybe not.
It says
Does it
GT3
say?
here in the hashtag.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
it was just a GT3, and then they put a big racing carbon wing on the back.
Yeah, to help her stick to this little tiny patch of tarmac that is less wide than the car, I think, in some places.
Yeah. Because the 992 is huge, so that's why it's not a small car anymore.
No, it's gigantor. It almost has the Ravet Begriff sort of rear end on it now.
Yeah. But it grips like crazy. Look at that.
Yeah, speaking of which, did you see there was one of those on Cars and Bids this week in RWB?
In RWB. Yeah, I did see that. I think it sold for 150 or 60 or something in there.
Yeah. I don't know what I think about those.
I'm not sure either. I mean, they look awesome.
Yeah, they're cool looking, but I mean, I don't know. It just seems like a chopped up old 911.
Yeah, but isn't that just what a Singer is too, or any of those?
I suppose so, but I don't know. A Singer seems like there's more of a joie de vivre to it with the Singer, you know.
I guess.
There's a little more quality and less of just gigantic.
And
rear.
the Singer has like a fully built Roth Sport fucking air-cooled engine.
Right, and everything's completely redone in it.
The RWB guy he just comes and burns heaters in your garage and chops your Porsche up and puts those flares on it.
Ridiculously wide rear end on it, yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like if you do that, then you do the motor, but
yeah. Let's get a glimpse of this guy getting arrested on this guy.
Stop now.
What are you doing out here, Steve?
Working a job site right
Working
there,
job
man.
site right there, man.
Right down there. What are you doing down there? What are you doing in this thing?
I just came to get some lunch and sodas and whatnot for the guys.
What's your name?
Steve.
Steve?
Steve? I can't have you driving up and down the street in this Skyjack. You're sitting on beer.
After. I'm not drinking it.
You're sitting on beer.
There, I saw you
What about that
drinking
beer
coming
I
down
drink coming up the driveway, Steve?
One was from earlier. That's
Steve, I can't have you driving down
the
road
old that
in
one's
a
from
Skyjack
earlier.
drinking beer. Why don't you come on down and talk to me here for a minute? Let's figure this out.
man, I gotta get back to work.
Why don't you come on down and talk to me?
Come on down, we'll get this figured out, and we'll get you back to work.
No.
Steve, come on down.
No.
Steve, come on down.
Come get me. How about that?
There he goes.
We can do this the easy way, we can do it the hard way.
Come on up.
The
man.
hard way, on the way to jail, we're going to stop by the hospital.
Maybe I'll come down. Maybe I'll come down.
Maybe I'll come
Can't
down.
be real.
Maybe I will.
Steve,
Come get me.
come on down.
This is like
Come
a
on
Reno
down, let's work this
911
out,
bit.
Get you back to work.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Is this an old Reno 911 bit?
5, 6, 7, 8. Step, bump, step, bump, bump.
Come on down the easy way.
I know my right.
There he goes again.
Poor Steve.
Uh,
He knows his rats, thankfully.
You're goddamn right he does. He did. Yeah. He's left at home that night for sure. He's covered. He's gonna be fine.
Yeah. All right. So some actual news now. So these Dodge Challengers are just kind of running away now.
Unintended acceleration, you say?
Unintended acceleration. Thankfully, they're not letting all 670 horsepower loose. They're doing what Dodge has said now is a deliberate thing, drive-by brake. I think anyone who knows about electric cars knows about, the one pedal driving where you drive with just the gas and where you let off it significantly brakes with the electric regeneration.
Yeah, I've driven I drove that Lauren's mom's Model S, and it does that.
Yeah.
It feels totally natural.
Right.
When you do it, it's fine.
Yeah.
For like driving around town, it's great.
Yeah.
But this looks slightly unnatural.
Well, Dodge claims that this is sort of the inverse thing, where when the gas pedal does not work, it allows you to drive with just the brake, such that maybe you can limp this thing to the dealer or whatever. But I don't know. That doesn't seem safe to me. I'm not sure I buy
Wait a
that.
minute. So they claim that this is on purpose.
Dodge claims this is deliberate and that this will happen in a gas car too, they say, one of their cars. Again, I'm not sure I believe that. There's nothing in any documentation or anything that says this.
Well, I drove a Charger with a Hemi in it for a good goddamn 5 years. It never took off by itself.
Yeah, but your gas pedal never stopped functioning.
Oh, so this is if the accelerator pedal brakes?
That would be the alleged function that they're claiming, is that it has a drive-by brake function, such that
We gotta get Tim Kaniskis on the pod to discuss this.
we need to get Carlos Tavares on here to give us the real dope,
Yeah.
to tell us what's really going on, because Kaniskis is just gonna give us a fucking line, you know? He's gonna be like, well, we're trying to make the best car for the most people.
Well, hold off on Tim. The Hemi just got brought back too. You get a 2026 Ram with a Hemi in it.
Yeah, but it's it's gonna be a $3,000 option for more money, or for less power and less torque.
What, as compared to the Hurricane V6?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, which one would you pick?
Well, fuck, I'm gonna take the Hemi, obviously.
Well, thank you. I rest my goddamn case.
Yeah, but it's gonna cost me $3 fucking grand.
2,900, it said.
It should be
29 and change.
It should be a goddamn base price. I want to pay extra for that stupid it's Toyota Supermotor or whatever they got on there.
Oh, okay. So the Hurricane is the base.
Yeah.
And did you see that they have they put a new badge on it that's like a protest something or other? I can't remember what they call it.
Yeah.
It was very funny.
Yeah, it's like Drown the Liberals badge or something.
Yeah, pump the brakes here, dude. That's fucking insane.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's a symbol of protest. There
It's
she
just
is. Right there.
Oh,
Look at
yeah,
that.
it's a Hemi Ram. It's a literal Hemi Ram.
It's a Ram built out of a Hemi. It's an
eight-cylinder mountain goat.
He's charging at you. Watch out for them horns. You mess with the Ram, you get the horns.
Yeah, you goddamn right you do.
It's a symbol of protest.
Ooh, boy.
I'm not sure exactly what they're protesting. I mean, it's not like they think that they're sticking it to the man here. You're allowed to build a V8. Fucking Ford never
Nobody
stopped.
told you couldn't.
Yeah, exactly. Your previous CEO, who was determined to run your company into the ground, is who decided there was no V8.
Did nobody drive across town and realize that Chevy just dropped a 1,000 horsepower V8?
Yeah, Chevy, Ford never stopped making V8s. Never stopped putting them in trucks. I mean, it was just you guys.
Good job.
You're not protesting anything.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, Ram said the Hemi will be a $1,200 option on 2026 trucks, and while we don't have the Hurricane price, it's a $2,695 option on the 2025 trucks that don't get it standard. Oh, so maybe they're going to drop it down for 2026. Interesting.
Yeah, well,
they haven't said
he's trying to pick up the pieces. They never should have taken it out of production. It was so dumb.
Yeah.
But when these automakers have to make their plans 5-10 years ahead of time, and all of a sudden everybody bought Teslas, so they thought, okay, we'll try to make a Tesla. And then 5 years later,
Yeah.
no one wants Teslas, and they're trying to bring their fucking V8 back again.
Yeah, and I mean, you can understand the sort of Carlos Tavares angle where it's like, well, we can make this straight six for you, and it'll be cheaper, and it'll make more power, and it'll make more torque, and it'll have better fuel economy. And
but how many cylinders that son of a bitch got?
Now hold on, listen. Let me talk for a second here, Carl. I'm trying to
tell a story here.
Well, hold on, Red.
Hey, now hold on now, Rudd. Trying to tell a story here, man.
Oh no, Red. Tell a goddamn story here.
Tell a goddamn story here. Yeah, so I mean, I guess you can understand where they're coming from if they're not truck people, but I mean, come on, you and I know what's going on. You want the fucking Hemi.
Like taking it out of the lineup at that point in time was dumb.
Yeah.
If when they're fully capable of continuing to mass produce it.
Yeah.
Like, dude, just look at the sales figures.
Look how tiny the wheels are on this thing.
The V8 Ram and the Charger and the Challenger kept, that brand alive
100%.
for 10 years.
I mean, this thing looks like it's on the little wheels that they move it around a parking lot on.
Speaking of these idiots, Chrysler is going to release like a 100th anniversary version of the Pacifica, which is the only vehicle Chrysler makes.
Right, the only Chrysler.
Apparently 100 years of Chrysler this year or something. I don't know. I mean, nobody gives a shit, but...
They're not going to do the Chrysler...
Ralph Gilles came out and said that this is the rebirth of Chrysler. And Ralph Gilles is a cool motherfucker.
Are they going to do the Chrysler Atlantic finally?
I mean...
Probably should.
You can only hope.
Are they going to put a goddamn Hemi up into some bitch or what?
Oh, yeah. Don't you dare stuff the Hurricane in the front of that baby.
If you build this thing and then put the Hurricane in it, what a slap in the face that would be.
If I find one lithium-ion battery in the bottom of that son of a bitch.
Oh, did you see that?
So help me.
When you do get the Hemi V8, it is going to have a
symbol of protest.
A weak hybrid on it.
Oh.
This says Ram will once again offer an e-torque system for the Hemi, but I believe that it is
replaces the belt-driven alternate. Well, how much that gonna cost me?
I believe it's required. I don't believe it's going to be offered. I think it's going to be part of the deal.
No, I mean when I gotta replace the goddamn alternator in 6 years, I gotta get an e-drive motor.
Yeah.
They don't got that at AutoZone. Shit.
No, they don't.
I used to be able to just go down and get an alternator.
Ram says the e-torque provides a boost of up to 130 pound-feet as well as seamless start-stop. Well, nobody wants that for starters.
Yeah.
So
this
e-torque
you gotta make the Hemi meet emissions compliant somehow. But I
guess
you know what?
Point.
Do we have emissions compliance anymore, or did we ever? I'm not really sure.
I don't think so. I think
Anyway, my stupid car had start-stop, and the most popular modification to that car is the thing that bypasses it. So
is it like something you plug into the OBD2 and it just gets rid of it?
Yeah, there's like a thing you gotta. I might do it, but
yeah.
Mine just kind of doesn't work anymore, and it's great. So.
It's broken. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that rocks.
If it threw like an engine code or something, I would be pissed, but it just doesn't. It doesn't turn off anymore, so it's fine.
Huh. It just doesn't turn off? Or it doesn't turn on?
Neither. It just doesn't do the start-stop at the stoplights anymore. I don't know.
Really?
A lot of people said it was you need to put a new battery in it, and then and for a while I did. I put a new battery in it, the correct one.
Yeah.
It's like $400 for a fucking battery.
Whoa. For that little
2
liter? It's a $400 battery?
Yeah, it's the I don't know what the
Optima?
terminology is.
Oh, is
no,
it
that's
like a
brand.
Yeah.
You know the kind of batteries I'm talking. They're like
Yeah,
they don't have the
AFM.
liquid in them.
AFM or something like that. AGM.
Yeah. AGM.
Yeah. Yeah, those aren't
Mhm.
those aren't cheap. This one says 250, but this is the crappy AutoZone brand.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get a Duralast. So maybe it was 300 or 325. It was a lot for a fucking battery for a tiny little car.
I was gonna say I just spent about 300 for an AutoZone battery on the Corvette, but it's a 6-liter V8. It takes a little more cranking amps.
hmm
All right, let's see.
Well, the thing is, because of that start-stop and all the gadgets that the fucking thing has, that's why you have to get the big battery. But now the start-stop just doesn't work anymore, which I don't really care.
Right, the start-stop, that does probably take a lot more battery, huh? This doesn't just need cold cranking amps, it needs to be able to provide them over and over and over.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can build fucking Eleanors now, huh?
Well, we could right now.
We could go build us an Eleanor right now, and we could call it an Eleanor without this old bag suing us.
The angry lady, whoever she was.
Yeah, she was very cross with anyone who tried to.
Who was this lady? Why was she so pissed off about this?
I believe her husband was like had something to do with the original film, maybe not the Nicolas Cage one, but the OG Gone in 60 Seconds.
Okay.
And I think she had been milking that since the beginning. Like, he passed away and she had been protecting the copyright forever and ever. And, God bless her, whatever you want to do. I think it was crazy that they were letting her get away with this for so long, frankly.
Mm-hmm.
Since she was, like, suing YouTubers and shit like that.
They showed an Eleanor. Nobody called me about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like you could
But
do
it
whatever.
passed the Towley test.
Yeah, the Towley test. I originally thought this was about Towley, the South Park character. Don't forget to bring a towel!
And then I'll go to the lake.
Don't forget to bring a towel.
Don't forget to bring a towel.
But, I guess it wasn't about Towley.
No, not that Towley.
It was DC Comics versus Mark Towell, involving unlicensed reproductions of the Adam West era Batmobile.
Oh my god, that's
Which is
amazing.
that old Ford.
So what do you mean?
Ford Futura thing.
They put the Eleanor in front of the Supreme Court, the current Supreme Court?
I like to imagine that they did.
Oh.
It says an appeals court.
And Brett, what's his face? Like, put down the bong. He's like, wait a minute, Gone in 60 Seconds.
He's like, I like Gone in 60 Seconds. Still like Gone in 60 Seconds.
Still like beer?
I saw one of those.
He's
when I was working out with BJ and Squeak.
He's crying.
The Donkey Dog Dog! And they approved. They love that Eleanor.
Yeah, the guy's like, I'm not sure if it's boofing or maybe it's boofing.
Yeah, Brett boofed on an Eleanor at one point, and he was like, "We're gonna push this through." Everybody needs to be able to make their own Eleanors.
Yeah, and now you can.
Now you can.
I think you always could. It was just calling it Eleanor on YouTube was the problem. But now you're free to do that too.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I remember everybody remembers their first time seeing Gone in 60 Seconds.
Oh, of
It was the
course.
coolest car ever, but now they're kind of like, you fucking stop destroying fastback Mustangs.
It's a little played out. Even though this one appears to be all carbon, so I guess nothing was destroyed here. This is all from scratch. I'm going to be cutting in a lot of Delroy Lindo and Timothy Oliphant clips all throughout this.
I say impossible. He says, no, he's back. I say, no, he's not. He says, yes, I will bet you $200. I just saw Randall Reigns.
You guys said a lot.
As you should.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet my wife $200 that Memphis Reigns was not back in town.
Go tell my woman that I just lost $200 on a stupid deal.
She's mean.
Yeah, she's
Looks like
mean.
got us a Randall Reigns and a Memphis Reigns.
Randall Reigns. All right, return to Crime Corner. This is an update on a previously discussed story.
What do we got?
This is about the 1,000 engines that
Oh, the
disappeared
Kia
from
engines.
the Kia factory.
Yeah. These are the couple of boys in somewhere in India.
Couple
wherever
of
they're
lads. Yeah, so they originally...
Couple of dudes.
Couple of bros. They originally blamed it on truck drivers. Diverting
Gotta get
engines.
your truck driving license.
You gotta go truck driving school.
That's gone in 6 seconds.
Where do I go? What do I do?
What do I do? Where do I go? What do I gotta do?
We're gonna have
Gotta go truck driving school.
we're gonna have to put that on the the movie watch list.
Oh, absolutely.
More to come on that later. That's a
So
little,
anyway,
that's a little
these
teaser.
boys-
That's a little teaser preview for you fans out there.
these boys from Mumbai went to truck driving school.
They went truck driving
What
school.
What did they do with their?
They criminally diverted over 1,000 Kia engines.
Hell yeah, they did.
Yeah, criminal conversion is what I believe this would be referred to as. Now, what the hell are they?
They were
gonna
taking engines off the line and sending them somewhere else,
Sending
right?
them somewhere else, exactly. Now, what the hell are they going to do with 1,000 Kia engines? I don't know.
I mean, they're all still coming back to the factory for for warranty
Exactly.
claims.
They're all gonna. They're all roads lead here.
Are they the 1.4s? Because they're fucked.
I'm not sure if it's well understood exactly which power plants have gone missing here. But yeah, I
What's
mean,
it say down there?
where?
Oh, the theft started in 2020. It's a continuous process for 5 years. Man,
Yeah.
they've been cleaning up. We'll go deep into this, but we're gonna dive so deep into this thing, your head's gonna spin.
Not even a small part can leave the premises without management's knowledge. Okay, well, I'm not sure.
bunch
that's
of really large parts left.
yeah.
But apparently these guys were managers, I think.
I mean, they must have been. If not a small part can leave without management's knowledge, I mean, you're not carrying away a fucking...
Yeah, well, you know what? I imagine that you get paid super well at a Kia factory in India.
Exactly.
So I bet you these guys had no reason to try to make a little bit more money.
Right. I mean, come on.
They were already super well off.
Pay these guys a decent wage if you want them. If you want them to not steal the engines. Looks like a Kia 2.0, like the G4KA, weighs 295 pounds. So you got to imagine nobody's just schlepping that on their back. Not unless
No.
they're bigger than the guys from Slumdog Millionaire, at least.
No, they were diverting fork trucks for sure.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, so this guy threw a grenade during a police chase.
Oh yeah. This is my favorite crime corner of all time.
This is an all-time crime corner right here.
Yeah. I think it was a pretty routine police chase.
It was.
They pulled him over. Or they tried to pull him over. He told him to get fucked and drove away.
Yeah.
And it was kind of a low-speed chase through some Los Angeles neighborhoods, and then something came flying out the window.
Allegedly threw a bag out of the car.
Yeah.
The CHP officer
then
not involved in the case picked up the tossed bag, looked inside, and found the grenade.
Can you imagine that guy? He was expected to find some
a bag of weed,
or smoke or something.
And
Just lost his fucking mind.
found a grenade with the pin partially removed.
So they immediately evacuate all the surrounding areas.
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't
Turns
have
out
a-
it was a live grenade.
That's amazing.
I mean, where did he get a live grenade and nothing else? Because it says they searched his house too. He had no other explosive devices, no other weapons. He just had a grenade.
I'm curious to know like what type. I mean, in the picture, it's like an old World War II like pineapple type grenade.
Yeah, it's a pineapple. He got that out of his grandpa's safe,
Exactly.
dude, knowing he was gonna fucking do some shit today.
Gramps bought this thing back from Korea, dude.
It was still hot.
I like that the handle thing is electrical taped back onto it here in this picture.
Oh man,
Keeping her
dude,
safe.
just do us the pleasure of watching us let that thing blow up. It probably would have been like when Charlie blows the popper up in the car in Sunny.
100% got a couple poppers.
Oh no, they have a grenade like that too, and he drops it in the car. It's just
Pop.
like
Yeah, it probably would be pretty unimpressive. The impressive part is all those little pieces of the pineapple go flying out and tear through everything for 100 feet.
Sure. No, the impressive part is that the guy had it in a Ziploc bag. And does it say what kind of car it was?
Well, how
Please
else do
tell
you
me.
keep it? You mean what type of Dodge was it?
Yeah. Was it a Challenger or a Charger?
It does not say what type of car it was,
Oh no.
unfortunately.
And most of this is just Jalopnik bitching about police chases being dangerous. Yeah, blah.
Yeah, blah blah blah. I mean,
Come on, guys.
if I was the
We've heard
cop,
enough.
if I was in a safe place to do it, I guarantee you, I'm pulling that pin and throwing it. Just
Oh, absolutely. Just to keep everybody else
you
safe.
gotta keep everybody else safe, and you gotta see what it looks like.
I would have thrown it into my own police cruiser. Just because that's the safest place for
The
it.
safest place for it, yeah. Catch all
Yeah.
the shrapnel.
Or into my buddy's police cruiser.
Yeah, if your homeboy was there, you also could throw it into his police cruiser.
You understand why I gotta do this, right? Especially if you just got like a new one off the
Oh
off the
yeah,
line.
yeah. You gotta.
Brand new Explorer.
Yeah, right.
I don't know what else to do with this, man. Get out. Duck, get down.
I wasn't gonna throw it into my 1997 Crown Vic I'm hanging on to.
This thing's sweet.
The thing's got a store to tell.
Where else are you gonna get V8 rear-wheel drive sedan?
Speaking of stories to tell, how about this sweet 963 they built for 88-year-old Roger Penske?
Okay, so you remember when we first discussed this
Of
on the
course.
pod?
Yeah, we just talked about the 917 a
When
few
they
weeks ago.
when they talked about Count Rossi's 917,
Yep.
which was news to us a few weeks ago, or a month ago, whenever that was.
Yep, blew us both away.
Yeah, and the thought was, for me at least, that they're gonna build. This is the announcement of the next hypercar to go up against the Ferrari last generation BMW M3 and the McLaren W1.
Right.
But as it turns out, they just sort of took the stickers off of a 963 from Le Mans, spray painted it silver,
Spray paint, yeah.
wrapped the inside in cowhide,
Yep.
and then gave it to Roger Penske's fat old ass.
Right.
So,
a
so that we can see it at Sotheby's in 3 years for $8 million.
right, a race used chassis.
Does it say it's a race use chassis?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, why would they make a new one?
Right, we got plenty of old ones that aren't doing anything.
Yeah. Yeah, this is weird.
And the only
I'm-
modification is this sweet cup holder here,
Yeah,
which I imagine Penske demanded.
yeah. They gotta have somewhere to put his bourbon, dude.
He's
Let's
like,
go.
Where am I gonna put my bourbon while I'm driving this thing around the street?
It still has. They've leather wrapped the Le Mans F1 looking steering wheel.
The leather wrapped steering wheel is awesome.
Penske can't see any of those buttons, dude. He doesn't know.
Dude, Penske is never even going to sit in this thing. Let
Oh
alone
God, I
drive
wish
it.
he would.
That would be awesome.
The requirement should have been that he has to enter this thing into Le Mans as a road car entrant, like the last McLaren F1. You know?
Yeah. Or at least drive it around the street a little bit. Drive it around these cobblestone roads where they did this photo shoot.
And they did. They drove it around and they took it on the interstate
Somebody
of
did.
the
Penske
Autostrada
did.
or whatever. And yeah, no, not Penske.
Yeah.
No, he's in bed, dude. He's
You got a catheter in.
Yeah, he's got to take the catheter out of his asshole.
Porsche claims this car is capable of being driven on the road under special circumstances and in accordance with local requirements.
You can't turn or can't be in a school zone.
Yeah. They put it up on its highest possible ride height setting and its softest possible suspension setting, neither of which I can imagine is very high or very soft.
Yeah, no. It's just the race car that they've taken the stickers off of.
Yeah, 100%.
Such a joke. I mean, but at the same time, quite cool. I do like the
awesome
interior.
At the same time, yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. They clearly tried to sort of pay tribute to the Count Rossi.
Yeah.
Let's get some pics of that going. What the hell? X.com refused to connect. Oh my gosh, is Elon freaking out?
Yeah, he heard us talking about him. We didn't talk about him this week, though.
I've been blocked. I don't know if we talked about him. Not much.
We should be. Woo! They're having a rough time right now, that
Yeah,
Elon and Trump. That's awesome.
Those two bitches is getting catty. There's the Count Rossi. Oh yeah, look at the shifter off there to the right.
Yeah, no, we don't see that in the new one.
No. No.
But to be fair, they did the exact same thing with this one.
Yeah.
With the old one, they just painted it silver and wrapped the inside in leather and left it as the race car, and that's what they've done here. So
yeah, pretty close.
Props.
Otherwise,
does it have turn signals? Is what I want to know.
I mean, it's got to, right? It's a road car.
Yeah.
There's plenty of lights here.
And somebody put some wood screws through the front with the license plate.
Some self-tapping.
Some couple of self-tappers up there.
Just
into the carbon.
Zipped them right through the carbon.
I don't care now. Do it now. There's some guy, some Hitlery guy yelling.
Some Hitlery guy. That's
It
how
was
we.
wild.
That's how we describe all Germans, though.
Well,
a couple of Hitlery guys came in here last night, sniffing
yeah,
around.
I assumed he was angry and upset about deadlines,
Yeah.
and he was yelling.
A certain type of deadline, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's your overall review of the 963 road car, Lauren? Oh my God, I called you Lauren. Austin.
Yeah, we're gonna cut that out.
Cut that out. Edit that out.
Cut that. My review is that it's cool. I think any race car that's outfitted and turned into a road car is cool. This one specifically, I'm not real wild about. The 917 is obviously.
It's not really a road car though. It's the problem.
You can drive it on the road. That makes it a road car, right?
I guess.
I mean, the 917 is one of the coolest things of all time. This is not really in that same conversation, I don't think.
Well, it hasn't won Le Mans yet because Ferrari keeps whooping their ass.
Yeah, it doesn't much matter to me as far as judging it as a road car, you know.
But in terms of its historical significance,
Right.
which I suppose we'll find out in a few weeks when Le Mans happens, but
Right. Well, it's won every single IMSA race it's been entered into this year, so.
yeah, they have been kicking ass, haven't they?
Yeah. So I mean,
All right.
it has some provenance.
Well, we'll see if it wins this year, then my opinion changes. But my problem with it is that we've got the Ferrari late series BMW, we've got the McLaren W1. Where is Porsche with their new hypercar? And I thought this was gonna be it. You know what I mean? And so this is kind of just like a little
It's crushing in
publicity.
IMSA. Hypercar remains to be seen, but
I know, but I'm talking about where's Porsche's where's their new 918?
Oh.
Like this isn't it. Like
No.
the Ferrari
No, I don't think
Ferrari
it's
has
ever intended
released
to be.
Ferrari has released theirs. McLaren has released theirs.
What's that? The
We're
W1
waiting on-
and the F80?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And where is Porsche's? And I thought when we saw those, like when they dropped this news story about the the road going 917 and all that. I thought that this was going to be the time that they would release their car, and it's this thing, which is just the race car that's, you
Right.
know, with no stickers.
I think it could be a competitor to those other two cars if they actually like, you know, I never would say mass
If they-
produced, but if they made more than one.
If they properly homologated it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, this is just like literally just the race car with no stickers.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's literally a one-off.
What they need is to do what Ferrari and McLaren have done, is to, you know, take the power plant out of it and put it into a road car.
I don't
I'm
know.
sure they're-
I still think Porsche's doing cooler things than McLaren or Ferrari with their road cars, so I don't think they need to do that.
But I don't disagree with you there.
I mean, the
you know,
911 ST and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a cooler car to me than the F80 or the W1. I know those are faster on a racetrack and all that, but I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
but we gotta see what Porsche's answer is to those two.
I mean, if that's what they want to do, maybe they want to try and keep.
We
up
need
the
the new
Joneses.
Holy Trinity.
Yeah, I guess. But, you know, I think Porsche's doing a really good job of making cars that enthusiasts actually want to fight each other over, and maybe more so than Ferrari and McLaren. And if they want to participate in this second Holy Trinity crap, that'll be their prerogative. But in my opinion, I think their road cars are already cooler than a Ferrari or
Yeah.
McLaren.
Yeah, no, that's a fair take, to be honest.
Yeah.
But there will be one.
You're probably right. Yeah.
I mean, they're not gonna pass up the opportunity to be selling cars for $2 million. Let's go.
Right, and I mean, you got to have another Holy Trinity episode with Francois Bourgeois, you know?
Yeah, the train guy.
we gotta hear what the train guy thinks about these new hypercars.
Oh my god.
He's
That's awesome.
He's driving the car with the camera mount on his head, pointed right at his own face. Okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna take a leak and get a drink. Let's pick this back up in a few minutes. Brothers Con Watch Pod. Like, subscribe, yeah. Alright, so moving on from Penske's Daily Drive, we got a couple of listings to get through here. Not a lot, and then we got some fun games lined up. But let's talk about this here Lamborghini Espada, the shovel, that sold on Cars and Bids today. I say sold, but it actually failed to meet reserve at $43,000.
Oh, what a shame. The shovel.
I mean, less than a Honda Type R. This thing got to.
Mm.
I mean, these things normally sell
And
for
I-
like 150K, do they not?
I think it's very dependent on the example. Oh, look at the hood on this one. Look at the paint.
I mean, this is not fitting very well.
Ooh, man, this one's beat to hell.
This one's rough.
Is that a zip tie hanging off there?
I know it's
Ooh, like the rods.
It's got drift stitches on it, like a fucking 240 SX you find on Facebook.
Oh, look at these! What the hell? Look at the exhaust.
It's got a Bose Suzuki exhaust on it. I'm surprised it doesn't come up into a big star shape.
Oh man, I didn't look closely at this at all.
Oh man, and there's a total of... How many pictures are there? 78? I've seen more pictures on a Hyundai on here.
Yeah, that's not enough.
Not enough for a Lamborghini that you're expecting to get 6 figures for. Ew.
I don't think they were trying to get 6 figures for it. Now that I look at these pictures, it looks like they were trying to dump it.
I mean, my God, you gotta think they're getting more than... They were hoping to get more than that, obviously. I mean, a nice one is like a $200,000 car, right?
No.
Here's one, 200K. 215,000 for this one. This was a very nice one, though, I suppose.
That's the nicest one of all time. And a Series 3.
Okay, yeah, I guess the other one was Series 2, huh? Here's a Series 272,000, so maybe that's a fair price for a real nice Series 2.
They did continued improvements, and I don't know what they were, but I would imagine they were substantial.
I mean, look at all the awards this one's won.
Wow.
These are like awards
That's
that
like,
you win at like a Boy Scout Pinewood Derby.
yeah, it's like the shit I got from middle school track.
Pinewood Derby. He cheated on the Pinewood Derby?
Dad, we're not allowed to add anything to the car that doesn't come in the approved kit, remember?
This one sold for 170.
170, yep.
Yeah, I think, yeah, these cars are extremely finicky.
Of course, this one sold for 45, and it was listed as a project on here.
That's how that one should have been listed.
I don't know if Cars and Bits does that project stuff. I think they call it they act like it's a show car even if it doesn't run, you know?
I don't know about that. I think they don't have those tags, but you're supposed to put it in the...
Yeah, you're supposed to put it in the known flaws if it doesn't run.
Yeah, and if it was just like a shell, I just think they probably wouldn't sell it. Yeah, you're right. Like, they wouldn't take a non-running
I mean,
project.
I don't know. I think
thing.
this one seems about as nice as the one on Cars and Bits.
I know.
Yeah, and I got to assume
Where it counts, like the bodywork and stuff. So yeah.
Right.
Although the engine and who are you gonna get to work on that old Lamborghini V12? I mean, that is
Donnie Calloway.
Oh yeah, good old Don. I think he's available. I think he's out now.
You just bring it by the yard down at Chino, and
he'll give you advice through
he'll help you out through the fence. Yeah. Yeah.
Poor
So yeah, poor Donnie and poor Lamborghini Espada. I mean, this thing did look like there was a knife fight that took place in the front seat, but god dog.
And it's covered in rust.
Yeah, covered in rust. Man. The body's disappearing before our very eyes, but I don't care. It's cool as hell.
It's so cool. That's why I posted it. I was like, oh my god, I love the Espada so much.
Yeah,
but
it's got a V12.
Yeah, and you know what? The engine bay looks okay.
Yeah, it looks like all the other ones. It looks like every fucking Mira you see. I mean...
Yeah, if it runs and drives and you just need to do some body work, but who knows?
Just a little minor body work.
The exhaust is so hilarious, dude.
The Bosuzoku, yeah. It's a Godspeed You Black Emperor exhaust.
It's got 4 birthday hats.
Couple birthday blowers. Yeah, there's some issues with fitment in a couple of places, I admit. I mean,
yeah,
it looks like
it doesn't look great.
It looks like these are all different parts from different cars that are sort of put together.
Oh man,
it's bubbling up under here a little bit. Big hole.
I wish Doug would acknowledge these kinds of things in his little Doug reviews down there, because he just is like, you know, relentlessly positive, as he should be, to try to get the most. But
of course,
he should have just been like, hey, this is kind of a rough one, but you know, it's fucking Espada.
Envisioned as an Italian Rolls Royce by Ferruccio Lamborghini. Yeah, Doug's description.
The shovel.
The shovel, as it's known. I love Doug's descriptive adjectives sometimes when it's like, you know, a Corvette with like horrible paint job on it, and he's like a striking color combination. Yeah, it's like, I mean, come on, man. It's okay. You can say what you mean.
I didn't even go as far as to look at the pictures and zoom in on this shovel, because I thought, I mean, I saw that picture and I was like, oh fuck, there's an Espada on Cars and Bids. Like, this is worth talking about.
I mean, you knew there was something up, because otherwise they'd stick this car and bring a trailer all day long.
Maybe so, yeah.
I mean, you want to buy Cars and Bids and sell Bring a Trailer, right? And if you've got a classic V12 Lamborghini and it's in reasonable shape, I mean, you're going to Bring a Trailer every time, 12 out of 12 times.
The Espada's a weird one, though. That's the Cars and Bids of classic Lamborghinis, for sure.
It is the Cars and Bids of classic Lamborghinis. And yet, they've sold quite a few of them on here, on BAT, and they've sold exactly one on Cars and Bids. Of course, I assume I guess they've...
We gotta start somewhere. They've only been selling pre-1980s cars for a few weeks.
That's true.
They already got one.
That's true. But bringing trailers getting 6 figures for ones that they label as project. So. Oh, I mean, look at this fucking pile of shit.
Oh my god! And this one sold for 100,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
100K.
Yeah.
And it looks just as bad on the outside.
Yeah, this one's even worse. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So this is Doug. This is Doug sitting in his office, like, I fucking told you guys. This is not our market.
Yeah, I mean, this thing is.
Screaming at people, I bet.
Yeah.
I just like to picture Doug as like an angry executive screaming at people.
I think Doug is happy to take a step back and be chief car enthusiast now that he's emotionally divested with the cash infusion.
Yeah.
Anyway, what I would like to show you, Patty, is this is a car offered by the great Wayne Carini. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you're expecting something pretty cool here, huh?
The man himself. Okay. Yep.
So this right here is the Spohn DV13 convertible.
What's that?
This is the 1950.
Look at those fins.
This is the 1957 Spohn DV13 Vert. Okay.
A DV Vert.
It's what's believed to be fewer than 24 custom cars, and I know what you're thinking. Why the hell did they make that many?
It's got an asshole. Go back up. I want to see its anus again.
There it is.
Oh,
It's
even
winking.
red. It looks swollen.
It's red and winking at you.
It needs some cream on that.
There's old Wayne Carini driving it there.
That's not Wayne.
I know it's not. I mean, look at that thing.
It's a swollen bungus.
Yeah, it's inflamed.
Ooh.
It's absolutely inflamed. Look at that.
Oh.
I mean, this looks like a bad guy from SpongeBob SquarePants.
Wait, go back to. Oh, look at. Oh, wait, go. Let me see the full side profile.
No, look at the front. I mean, it's like you ever see on Google Earth on the street view when it like the car moves as it's taking a picture and it gets like it makes like a 6x6 out of a Kia Soul or whatever.
Or it's from GeoGuessr. You're trying to figure out what country you're in. Imagine if you came across that.
Oh, there's this profile. It's got color matched wheels like a Chevy Beretta GTU.
Or like a early 911. It's the fins, dude. Look at those things. It's like it's got arms reaching out of the back of it.
Baby's got back, Christy. Baby's got back.
Honestly, if it didn't have those fins, if you sliced those off,
Then what?
it
Tell
didn't-
me what? Tell me what if it didn't have those fins?
oh, then you have to slice the nose off.
And the
Why
nose.
why does it have so many protrusions?
And then also the side. I don't know. The side. These things over
It-
here is like
it has
somebody
a-
went nuts at the AutoZone customization aisle.
It has a protuberance.
It does have a protuberance. Oh, this would have been a good one for the badge game last week.
Oh yeah.
The
The
Spohn.
Spohn. Ravensburg. I would have been like, I guess it's a Spohn from Ravensburg, whatever the fuck that is.
I'm gonna go ahead
You
and
could-
guess Spohn.
You wouldn't have had to blur it out, and I still wouldn't have had an answer.
I'm reading Spohn from Ravensburg, but I don't know what that means. So
Yeah, I assume you made this one up. It's very funny. Yeah, super cute, dude. On the next one. You'll be making up car brands. Spohn from Ravensburg.
Real Weisenheimer, huh? Spohn
Yeah.
from Ravensburg.
Fuck, hilarious, dude.
Well, my head hurts after talking about the Spohn for a few minutes. The keyhole goes right beneath the switch and the plungers. Right,
Where else would it be, dude?
right,
Come on.
right where it goes.
How much did it sell for? Did it sell?
I believe it's still alive. It's currently at 20 grand. It's
Oh.
got 6 days left.
Get mom on the phone. Mom, if you're listening, I know that's our inheritance you're working with there, but
Go
we
ahead and
need you to
spend
put it on the Spohn.
On the Spohn. Invest it into the Spohn.
You need to spend it on the Spohn.
The car subsequently
This is a-
won. No, hold on. You got to hear about its history here. The car won the Camille Giannazzi Award for the most audacious exterior. There's a Doug DeMuro descriptor right there. At the 2023 Amelia Island Concours d'Elegance. I mean, can you imagine this thing sitting right next to like a fucking 250 GTO?
It's an Alpha 8C and a Duesenberg and then the Spohn. The best overall.
Yep. Owners Ralph Morano and Wayne Carini. There it is.
Wow. Wayne, you fucking tool.
It wasn't best overall. It was most audacious exterior.
Oh, I know. That was a joke on my part.
I mean,
I just don't.
it's sort of
I
like
love
a backhanded compliment.
The Camille Giannazzi Award. Who's Camille Giannazzi? We got to look this person up.
Should
And
we-
why is the most audacious award named after them?
Maybe it's the person who had that. Remember that? What was that car we looked at on like the second episode? There is a Belgian racing driver. There's Camille.
What? Did they just need another guy to name an award after?
There he is in this fucking butt plug. This thing looks like a marital aid. Le jamais content.
Oh man, he only drives dildo cars.
That's why you. That's why.
And for this year's dildo poll, it's
The first road vehicle to reach 62 miles per hour.
It's the phone.
What's it called?
Le jamais content.
It's just a series. It's just a series of cock-shaped cars that this guy won races in.
Le jamais
Look, Dale.
content. Also nicknamed Le Diable Rouge, the Red Devil, for the color of his beard. Oh, that was his nickname.
Yeah.
He died in 1913 after being shot in a hunting accident.
Oh, god damn, this
What
guy
the-
fucking rules.
Dick Cheney.
It's Dick Cheney.
Or Dick Cheney's friend. Dick Cheney was the guy who shot the guy. Oh,
I mean,
that fucking rules.
arguably, Dick Cheney rode on the back of a giant dildo his entire life too.
This is a metaphorical le jamais content.
Yeah, if the Bushes were a le jamais content, that is Dick Cheney.
If Halliburton's action in the oil fields of Iraq was le jamais content,
There
then
you
yes.
go. We got Dick.
There you go. We made it. We got there. Man, what was that car called? The one that we looked at in like the
That
second
crazy
episode.
square-looking thing.
Oh
It-
man.
It'd be deep into the Discord conversation
Yeah.
somewhere. I remember I sent it. I saw it. I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, we can't dig it up now. It'd take too long. But oh my god. I'll put
It would.
a screenshot in of whatever that thing was called.
This is a contender, though. I mean, what?
This is right
on
up.
earth?
This is right up there.
And the
with
fact that
thing.
Wayne Carini bought it and is probably presenting it with his giant white mustache, like,
Displayed it at
Why would-
Amelia Island.
I mean, other people like to look at it.
I don't know.
I just, and it's 20 grand.
Seller.
Maybe we should buy this, dude. We could go to Amelia.
The same seller has sold an XKE, a Dino 246, a 47 Woody, a Cammer 427 SC Roadster, a GT40 conversion, an Alvis TD21 drophead. I don't know what the fuck this is either. It's got knockoff wheels.
that
though.
looks like oh god damn it, that nose.
I don't know. It's got a very old British look to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's hammered out of sheet metal, kind of just like the old, Spohn.
Yeah, that thing's cool though. That one rocks.
Yeah, this thing's a lot cooler than the Spohn for sure.
I'd love to know the deal on this, but I don't know if we have time for this.
Yeah,
Getting on an hour.
we're getting.
We gotta do our games.
We got games to do. All right, let's before we get too deep into the Alvis TD21 drop head.
Hell rusted.
Let's move on to a bit of business here. Okay, so you've prepared a game for me here.
I have. It's a quick, simple one that I thought of today at work. That because I had a bit of time.
I like the idea.
Yeah, you're just gonna. I've given you a couple VAT listings, and you're gonna tell me which one you think sold for more money. Very simple.
Okay, and they sold on the same day, I see. So it's an F250 XLT Super Cab, Power Stroke 4x4. It's got 150,000 miles. It's got the 7.3 turbo V8, turbo diesel V8, 4-speed automatic tranny. The 7.3 liter turbo diesel V8. Come on back to me, good baby.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
4-speed auto, dual range transfer case, everything you would want in a big Polar. On the other side, we got a 17,000 mile 1994 GMC Sierra K1500 GT 4x4 Sports Side. I suppose that's what they called step sides back then, or flare side, or whatever you call it.
Yeah, that's a bad motherfucker there.
Yeah, of course, this thing's only showing 17,000 miles. It's got a 5.7 Chevy small block, 4-speed auto, dual range transfer case, automatic Atlantic blue metallic paint, and blue cloth upholstery. Okay, Patty, my guess on this one, I think, and I got to admit, I don't know much about these mid-90s big trucks. I like a lot of mid-90s small trucks. And I like these trucks too. These are definitely cool trucks, but they're certainly not my expertise.
Yeah, I thought the Power Stroke diesel F-150 that would sort of to me to the general truck enthusiast would be the more desirable one, just because they're, that motor's cool. And it's huge.
Definitely, the 7.3 is a favorite among enthusiasts for sure.
Yeah, and it's got a lot of miles. So, and this one's kind of weird. So I don't know. What do you think?
I was gonna say the Sierra is what I think for more.
Far away.
I got it. Okay, but not by much. 25.7 to 28.2. Okay, so they both.
Oh yeah, they were close.
Both had pretty good results.
I tried to pick them close, I think.
Yeah, both got pretty good results, I think. And they both look like nice trucks. I mean, I can imagine enthusiasts wanting to get a hold of either one of these for sure.
Yeah.
All right, up next we got a 29,000 mile 1997 355 Spider. It's got the 6-speed manual. It's red over tan, resale red over tan. Rosso Corsa over tan Connolly with what I think are the correct wheels. Are these correct 355 wheels?
Yeah, those are the OGs. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, okay, it's looking fire there. And we also have a 26,000 mile 2002 BMW Z8. This one does have the manual and it appears to come with the hardtop, both of which are desirable options for these. In fact, the manual gearbox makes a huge difference on a BMW Z8, and this is the low mile one.
Well, they were all manuals except the Alpinas.
Were they? You couldn't get an automatic in the BMW?
I don't think so.
I thought that
we have to look that up after the game. I can't have you doing that right now in the game, but I think all the Z8s, only the Alpina was the automatic.
Yeah, certainly you could get the Alpina in auto.
Yeah. Now, what's interesting about this one is that, I don't know, even a year ago, 18 months ago, this would have been a no-brainer.
Yeah, but these both sold yesterday.
But even to me now, it's that the Z8 has sort of plummeted.
Yeah.
Which sort of brings it on. So I don't know. Well, I do know, but.
Yeah. Well, this is a tough one. I think these are both probably.
And that's a really fucking nice 355.
Yeah.
It's like the one.
That's what I was
If it was
say.
a GTS, it would be no contest.
Yes.
But
if
it isn't. It's a bird, so.
Yeah, or if it was an automatic. In either one, that would change everything. But these are both proper manuals. So I think I'm going to say, oh man, this is a tough one. Well, the BMW is gray. and or titanium silver metallic as they call it, but that's a big difference there.
No, it's great.
It's great. It is great. So
James Bond movie color though.
yeah, but it's also
Gold night color.
anything other than gray is more money. And this baby's resale red over tan, and it's on the correct wheels, and it's a stick. I'm gonna go with a 355. 118 to 141. Wow. Well, I would have the 355 myself.
Nice. Although the Z8 is super cool, and
Z8s are
again,
awesome.
like
Yeah.
Z8s, like a few years ago, were like 250 something. I mean, they were crazy.
Yeah, they went cuckoo bananas there for a while, and they're still pretty expensive. I kind of feel like for what you get, but there's as far as
I think they are pretty special. I don't know.
They are special.
Like,
you can get them in stick. They're rear drive. They're V8. They're roadsters. I mean, it's a special car.
the E39 M5 V8 in a two-seater roadster with a crazy awesome interior. They are cool.
Yeah, but
would I have a 355? Yeah.
100%. I mean, the 355 is the last beautiful mid-engine V8 manual Ferrari.
Mhm.
It's kind of the one for me. So I mean, I
Frankly, 118,000 for the 355 is great.
Yeah.
If it weren't for the crazy stigma about the
horrible unreliability.
the fact that you got to take the engine out to service the ashtray.
Yeah, exactly. The belt service, yada yada yada. Who cares?
That was a brothers car podcast reference there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was. But you're saving 25 grand over this thing. That's 2 services there. And that'll get you.
Yeah.
That'll keep you going for a decade. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
All right. So you're one for 2.
I'm 1 for 2. I let my own biases get in the way of that one.
And I fed them.
Yeah, you certainly did. All right, we've got a 1996.
Now this one's even tougher.
Yeah, 1996 911 Carrera RS sold yesterday. It's got the 3.8 liter M64/20 flat 6. It's a manual with the LSD in guards red over black. Only 24,000 miles shown. That word shown is doing a lot of work there. So I take it this one is a true mileage unknown. Right.
Well, they would say TMU if it was.
No, they.
It doesn't matter, dude. It's a fucking 993 RS.
Yeah, you're right.
They could have 2 billion miles on it.
You're
There's only
right.
3 of them.
You're right, but to be clear, they wouldn't have that word shown there if it were known. Just like on this one, they don't have shown. See, 767
That's interesting.
miles.
Detective work there.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
So next, what we got a 2024 911 GT3 RS Weissach. Of course, with the flat 6, the 7-speed PDK, and a paint-to-sample olive green color. I'm not sure what level.
Look at that green.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's kind of ugly at the same time. I'm not sure what level of paint-to-sample that is.
That would be normal PTS.
So just not the most
PTS.
expensive one, but
PTS Plus is like any color in the rainbow. They would say that. I mean, that would be a big deal because that's like.
That's when you bring
$50,000
in
or $60,000. Yeah.
You bring in some dirty undies and you tell them you want them to sample the streak.
I want the streak.
Yeah.
Not that streak. This one on the right side from Tuesday.
Okay, this is a tough one. Because, I mean, you know which one I want. I would have this 911 RS.
The 993 RS.
Obviously.
Yeah, and that's an extremely desirable car.
A desirable,
there's not very many of them.
expensive car, yep.
But
this is a GT3 RS Weissach.
The new
paint a sample.
And it's a new 3RS Weissach, which you cannot buy if you want to right now.
Nope. And it's paint a sample. I mean, I imagine these are both 350K or something like that, maybe more. God, I don't know enough about these cars to really say. I think I'm gonna say that the 2024 GT3 RS Weissach went for more. Yeah, 432 versus 387. Okay.
Good call.
Yeah. Again.
Yeah.
I would rather have the cheaper one. For almost the third time, I wanted the more expensive one on the first go, but But that's an old pickup truck. That doesn't count. All right, we got a 2024 Corvette Z06 Z07 3LZ. It is black over tan, carbon flash metallic black. It's only got 2,200 miles on it. It's got the 5.5 liter screaming LT6 V8 versus a 17,000 mile 2010 Ferrari 458 Italia in a very ugly wrap. Ruined it. With
Look, they haven't even done the wrap over the little canard over the nose. It's just sort of pulled over the edge.
Yep.
I found the raggediest 458 I could find.
Looks like the rockers are still showing too. But you know, I gotta think, you know, these Z06s, they're not really selling anymore. They're certainly not appreciating. I saw one that some guy lost like 40 grand on a car with similar mileage to this. And 458s, I mean, ratty ones you can find at a bargain, but I still bet that this was 150K or something like that. So I think I'm gonna go with the. Oh man, because this looks like a highly equipped one. It's a shame. Are these the carbon wheels on the Corvette? Certainly looks like they are. I don't know. Certainly looks like they are.
I didn't include that in the notes, but it looks like it.
Well, that's a problem because, you know, that can make all the difference on these cars.
That's plus or minus 10 grand, which is where you're at right now.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sure.
a $13,000 option for the wheels.
Well, it's got the 3LZ Z07, so that would mean that that's what they are, right?
No, that's a separate option, I believe. The carbon wheels, as well as the carbon package 2, which I believe this also has, which is the carbon wing, carbon rockers, carbon front splitter. That's also a separate option to the Z07.
But you can control zoom in and probably figure it out.
I don't think I can.
They are the carbon wheels.
Yeah, I think they are, but I still don't think it's going to affect my decision. I still bet this 458 can hang on, despite the horrible decisions that the previous owner made. I bet this 458 went for 150 grand, and I bet this thing went for 130. 130, wow. 150.
It was shockingly good. Yeah. Well done.
Well, you finally picked two cars that I kind of know the markets for a little bit.
Yeah, and I feel like those two are head to head, but I knew you would. Yeah. I thought you would. I tried to find the shittiest 458 I could.
These two I actually kind of know the market on, unlike all the other ones we've seen.
Yeah.
All right. What else you got?
I can't remember
what
I picked next.
We got a 2020 M2 Comp. It's got 68,000 miles. It does have the dual clutch gearbox, but it does have the active M limited slip differential. It says Hockenheim silver metallic, but this certainly looks awfully white to me. This is a wrap over the top, then I'll suppose? Or is that silver?
On the pants.
It's actually the pleats on the pants.
It's the pleats. The pattern. No, it's silver with the gold wheels, and the gold wheels are amazing on that car.
Okay, so this is just a trick of the light, huh? This is silver over gold?
Yeah.
Okay.
No wrap.
Okay, it looks awfully white. Next to it, we've got a 996 Carrera Coupe 6-speed with 80,000 miles. It does have the IMS address. That's nice. It has Pfister mufflers on it. I don't know what that means, but it sounds sexual. 6-speed manual, transaxle, and Arctic silver metallic paint. Okay, am I missing something here, Patty?
Well, I don't know. Are you?
I feel like it's the M2 Comp, and it's probably not close.
Okay.
But
that's an answer.
I mean, it doesn't. I feel like I'm missing something here. I mean,
the cars are what they are, dude.
Yeah, I mean, this is a 996. You used to be able to get these for like 15 grand, but now they're like 25. But I still think this.
So nice. Well, how much do you think an M2 Comp is?
This one here, a fairly nice one, a 2020.
That is
35.
Falsely wrapped in white.
It is wrapped?
No, it's not.
Well, yeah, you're sending me mixed signals here, but I feel like there's about that $10,000 difference here. I feel like this is like a $26,000 car, and this is like a $34,000 car. So I'm gonna guess the M2 is more.
Okay.
34 versus 35.5. So I got the M2 down to the dollar, but what am
Absolutely nailed the M2. I don't know. I don't know what you missed on that.
What am I missing about
996.
this 996? How did it get so much?
I needed to get you on something.
So you found
I don't understand it either.
You found a cuckoo 996?
Yeah. Found a wacky 996
What
to
the
score
hell,
a point.
man? I kind of want to look up this 996 on the trailer, see what's going
Yeah,
on.
do it. Only at 32.50. We should put a bid in on that one.
Yeah, I might have to get that one.
There it is.
What the fuck's going on with
Got-
this thing?
Cool ducktail.
Yeah, it's got a cool
Might want
ducktail. It's got a clean engine bay. The underside looks clean. The sticker looks clean. There aren't any options here that are particularly special. I don't know. I suppose it's just a clean, well-presented car, and maybe these things are finally coming around.
I mean, look at it. Look how good it looks.
Yeah, it looks great. But so do all
Fried
the rest
eggs.
of the yeah, the cracked eggs. That's always been the reason why nobody wants these. In fact, this one has modified headlights, I believe.
Those appear to be fried eggs to me.
Oh, they're the cracked eggs, but they're not the like. Isn't normally this piece sort of a little more integrated to the other ones?
Oh fuck, I don't know.
I could be mistaken. The fact of the matter is, I don't see what's so special about this car, and this is a pretty,
No, and neither did I, and that's why I picked it to throw you a curveball
Yeah.
and get a point.
It was a
And,
good one.
I've done that
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
did a good job. Because I really don't
because I was like,
see...
who wouldn't have that M2? But
I would have the
Then you
996, but I
then
also,
you look at this car and you're like, I kind of want this car.
yeah, I would have had the 996, especially when I thought it was 25 grand.
It was 35.
When I know that it's 35, I think I would still have the 996 myself, but that's because I'm retarded.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's cool.
M2's cool though. Those last gen M2s are going nowhere but up. Those things are fucking awesome.
Yeah. I do like it.
You heard it here, folks.
Yeah, they're going nowhere but up, and I do like an M2.
Especially the CS. Oh, the CS is unbelievable.
Yeah, talk about some eyes, huh? So, whose eyes do you think these are?
Well, my initial thought was C6 Corvette, but it can't be because it's too. What are those wrinkles in there?
There is some wrinkly flaps in there, isn't it? But it is clearly body colored.
Yeah, they're body colored.
So you're
And they
limited.
got
You're gonna be limited on
little-
options other than C6 Corvette.
little rings in the it's C6 or 360 or some weird shit I don't know. And it's not C6 or 360, so it's probably some weird shit I don't know.
Why don't you take a guess? Random stab.
I'm gonna assume it's some JDM something. Yeah, boy.
Come on, go with your gut.
Well, my gut is the C6, so let's go with that. I don't know. What is it?
It's a 360.
That's not what I was thinking. Oh, it is a 360.
No.
All right. Well, I said it at some point.
You said it at some point, but then you changed it.
Man, I never noticed those. What are those little earrings up there?
Those are called class, bud. What?
Okay, now I've seen an S whatever Audi that was. Yeah, I don't even know. Is that what this is?
Is that what you want to guess?
Let's go. I only know because I saw the picture, but I still don't know. A TT?
It's a 370Z.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. Well, now I was thrown off.
Yeah. See, I did that.
370Z, man, that thing looks cool from the front.
I know, doesn't it? Looks
Yeah.
tough until you see the rest of it. Of course, this one's a vert too. All right. What about this guy?
Oh god, Christ! Those just look like headlights.
No, they don't. You know this one.
Do I?
Yes.
Oh wait, is it a Supra?
It's not a Supra. I'll give you another guess. Come on. Think about it.
Is it?
You're on the right track, I'll tell you that.
Is it 90s JDM stuff?
Not JDM, but Japanese.
Not JDM, but Japanese.
You could buy this in America.
RX-7? This is really hard, dude.
I figured it would be. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a
That's my guess.
Faux 30 Lex with convertible tops.
30 Lex with convertible top, and the rims keep spinning every time I stop.
Oh, about 30 Lex. I should have known that it just has some headlights.
Yeah, and the rims keep spinning every time I stop. What about this guy?
Quad headlights.
Now, I knew this one would be tough.
I mean, they've all been tough. If it wasn't for your thing fucking up, I wouldn't have gotten any of them.
That was a hint for you. That was hint given. That's all that was.
God, I got nothing to go on here.
I know, this one's tough.
Quad headlights.
Sextuple headlights.
There's 6 of them, sure.
Come on, give me a guess. Look how flat it is. Nobody's ever done a square car before.
No one ever done a square car before. Yeah, but text me about it. What do I do with that? Okay, Lauren, what do you think that is? Lauren says headlights.
Headlights,
Yeah,
that's a good guess.
Original Nissan Maxima.
That?
Mercury Topaz.
Lauren says Mercury Topaz.
Mercury Topaz, that's a good guess. Why can't I? You know what? This is
It better not be the 430 Lexus again.
It's a Corrado.
Oh, that's the Corrado.
Didn't we just discuss
Okay.
this?
Yeah.
What about this? Don't worry about the water in here. The water intrusion, that's a hint.
They do look distinctive.
Yeah, they are distinctive.
God damn, this is the hardest game you've ever given me.
I kind of figured it was going to be
That's
when I was putting it together.
nothing. They're interesting shaped headlights.
They are interesting shaped, and when you see them, you're gonna kick yourself a little bit on this one, I think.
Sure, I will.
So they weren't coming.
The water intrusion is a hint. Mercury Topaz, good guess.
Yeah, Topaz.
Should have put a Topaz
is
in
it?
here. You know you've seen them before.
Of course I have, but this is this is tough, dude.
I know this is a hard game. I was thinking that when I was putting it together, I was like, this could be tough.
He's not getting a single one of these fucking. I mean, the shape does look familiar. It's such a weird shape.
It is a weird shape.
I guess but you've already given me Lexus.
I didn't. Oh yeah, this one is not a Lexus. I'll tell you, this one's American.
Oh, it's American.
Yeah, Lexus was the 430.
Okay, well I'm gonna assume this is some kind of Corvette then. C5.
It's Monty.
Oh, whoa. Jesus Christ. I'm not sure if I would have gotten it if you gave me that. Give me the full.
I think you would have got it if I gave you this.
Yeah, but even just like, well, from headlight to bumper down, I would have been like, what the fuck is that? Apart from the Dale color scheme.
That's the goddamn doing it for Dale, bud. I mean, this is for the this is the Intimidator.
Okay, what else you got?
What about this? I gave you the fog lamps. Gave you the fog lamps.
Got round
too.
fog lamps.
Yep.
And they're shiny.
Yeah, they look pretty quality, don't they?
They do.
This
It
ain't
must not be American.
This ain't American.
Is it French?
It is not French. It's British. It's from jolly old England.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Governor.
Is it Jag?
It's a Phantom.
I said they looked fancy.
Yeah, they were fancy, all right.
God damn.
What about this? You know these.
Oh, these are squinty little eyes.
Yes, they are.
You can almost picture it.
Looks like an almond. If you were a racist, you would say these are Japanese headlights, but they're not. They're American.
Are these C8 headlights?
It's a Tesla.
That's my guess. Oh my god. Yeah, I get it. Seems fucking impossible. Ooh, is that from a Mini?
That's a good guess, but look at the brake going through them. That's a big hint. It's not a Mini.
Yeah, the gap. I thought that was what. What country is this car from?
America. US and A.
Like one of the shitty Jeeps.
I put together a tough game for you here, didn't I, Patty?
Oh my god. Okay, I've got nothing. These are impossible.
You know, when I was putting it together, I was like, this is going to be hard, but I figured you'd get a couple of them.
Even with hints. Oh my god. Circle headlamps.
Broken apart by something, by a non-headlight part.
Well, it's American. I assume it's a piece of plastic.
It's definitely plastic. I think every part on this car is plastic.
Is it the old Thunderbird or I got nothing, dude. What is it?
It's an SSR.
Of course.
The big plastic.
Yeah, dude.
Big plastic thing going through it.
Yeah.
Hey, I got one more
Yeah.
for you. What about this?
Is that Camaro or C8 or is that like a Lamborghini? What country is it from?
Germany.
God damn it. It's not nothing.
It's not a Camaro or a Corvette or a Lamborghini.
Yeah, it really looks like an Urus.
It do be having some Urus vibes, doesn't it?
Yeah. Sure. Is it BMW? I mean, it must be.
Alright, that's the
Like a the new 8 Series. Like an 850 or something.
It's a TTS.
Damn it. Yeah, okay, that was the most impossible game you've ever given me.
It was a tough game, I'll tell you that. You know, the shameful thing is, we started with the 360 and you were just like, well, that's either a C6 or a 360 or something weird. And you're like, it's gotta be something weird then.
Yeah. And then it was 360. That would have been the only one I got.
Yeah.
The gimme.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a gimme. I think that one was pretty tough too. But the shameful part is you went right to it, and you saw the Corrado and the TT previewed, and you forgot about them whenever it came time to guess them.
Still missed him.
Okay, well, let's leave it there for this week, Patty. We got some vacation coming up, both of us. So maybe we've got a little movie watch along preview coming up here for a couple of hopefully some Fast and Furious movies. Maybe Gone in 60 Seconds too. That seemed like that could be an interesting one as well.
We got to do Gone in 60 Seconds and Fast and Furious, but that's only if we get 100 subscribers.
That's only after 100 subscribers. Well, I think we would have got there this week if they would have accepted my ad campaign, but of course there was too much offensive content in the last one, so
That's gonna be a recurring issue, bud.
So they rejected my ad campaign, but let's leave it there until next week. Till then, I've been Austin.
Yeah, I'm Patty. We'll see y'all next week.
Alright, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Well, like and subscribe, you old son of a bitch. Come on now.